Do you ever wonder how your entire life could have changed with a single decision? One moment, one shot, one choice between passing the ball or taking it yourself. That's all it takes. That's how fragile greatness is. But here's the hard truth. Most people never become great because they spend their entire lives trying not to be selfish. They live for others. They compromise. They settle. And they pass the ball when they should have taken the damn shot. I used to be like that too. Living in hesitation. Trapped in the shadow of what if. Asking myself, what if I had believed in myself? What if I had stopped caring what others thought? However, the truth is that the world doesn't wait for those who hesitate. It forgets them. I don't want to be forgotten. And I know deep down you don't either. You want to rise. You want to dominate. You want to be seen, heard, respected. And to do that, you need more than talent. You need an ego. A controlled, calculated, and unshakable ego. Not the type that shows off, but the kind that whispers, I deserve more and I will stop at nothing until I get it. They told you ego was bad. They told you to be humble, to blend in, take your turn. But they never told you that the people who change the world, the ones who break records, lead nations, and build empires, they all had egos big enough to swallow the universe. Ego is not your enemy. It's your compass. It points you to your true north. It tells you what you want, even when the world tries to distract you. And when you listen, truly listen, your whole life begins to transform. You start walking into rooms with a different energy. You stop explaining yourself. You stop seeking validation. You don't ask for permission. You take your shot, even if you miss, even if they laugh, even if it costs you everything. Because you'd rather fail as yourself than win by pretending to be someone else. That's what being a striker is about. Not just on the field, but in life. A striker lives for the goal, the glory, the moment. They don't ask, who should I pass to? They ask, where can I shoot? Because the world doesn't reward the obedient. It remembers the decisive. You've been conditioned to play nice, to wait your turn, to consider how others feel before you chase what you want. But that mindset won't take you to the top. Will only keep you safe. And safe is not where legends are made. If you want to rise above mediocrity, you need to kill the old version of yourself. The version that hesitated. The version that apologized for existing. The version that thought small and lived smaller. That version must die. And in its place, something new must be born. A force. A hunger. A beast. Do you want to be a king? Then act like one. Speak like one. Train like one. Think like one. Stop carrying the dead weight of who you used to be. Burn it. Rebuild from scratch. Because you can't become the best while clinging to a weaker identity. It's not your actions that need to change first. It's your thinking. This game, this life, is played and won in the mind. Think about it. You've always been told to be realistic, to be grateful for what you have, to take the secure path. But realistic thinking has killed more dreams than failure ever could. And security is a cage with velvet walls. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't born to follow the script. You were born to break the pattern, to challenge the system, to create something the world has never seen before, and attach your name to it. That's the truth they never told you. You see, every time you lower your standards to make others comfortable, you betray yourself. Every time you hold back your opinion just to avoid conflict, you make yourself invisible. Every time you say yes when you mean no, you disappear just a little bit more. Until one day you wake up and wonder, whose life am I even living? Stop trying to please everyone. You weren't made for that. You were made to be undeniable. It starts with belief, not from others, not from your family, not from your friends, from you. If you don't believe in your own fire, no one else will. Let me tell you something that will sting a little. People don't support you because they can't see themselves doing what you do. Your ambition threatens their comfort. So they mock it. They minimize it. They call it crazy. Let them. Their doubt is not your burden to carry. You owe it to yourself to find out how far you can go. Not how far they think you can go. How far you were built to go. Push past their limits. Push past your past. Push until the only voice left is the one inside you saying, you're not done yet. So when you fall, and you will, get up like it didn't happen. Look forward, not around, never behind. Each time you rise, you become harder to break. And one day they won't call it arrogance anymore. They'll call it greatness. The difference between the forgotten and the remembered is simple. The remembered refused to quit, not because it was easy, but because quitting wasn't an option. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are in the perfect position to begin again, stronger, smarter, and more dangerous than ever. And don't just aim to improve. Aim to dominate. Set the bar so high they choke trying to catch up. Don't be satisfied with just being better than most. Be so good you're in a category by yourself. Every day ask yourself, am I living for applause? Or am I living for impact? Applause fades, but impact echoes. Do you want freedom? Then earn it. Freedom from doubt. Freedom from regret. Freedom from the average. And that kind of freedom only comes from obsession. Be obsessed. Be unreasonable. Be relentless. Because the world doesn't give you what you wish for. It gives you what you fight for. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. You are the signal to yourself that your time has come. So take the damn shot. Even if it's risky. Even if they laugh. Even if you're not sure. Because there is no growth in the comfort zone. And no greatness in the safe zone. You're not here to exist. You're here to conquer. To compete. To dominate. To leave a legacy. So wake up. Rise. And never pass the ball again. The future doesn't belong to the humble. It belongs to the egoists brave enough to believe, I deserve to be the best in the world. And if you're not willing to believe that for yourself, no one ever will. This is your time. Your moment. Your rebirth. Now go. And become the striker of your life. You weren't born to be average. And deep down, you know it. That voice inside you? The one that whispers late at night when everything is quiet? That voice isn't a doubt. That voice is your true self begging to be unchained. But you've been taught to ignore it. To silence your hunger. To suppress your ambition. Why? Because people fear what they don't understand. And if you ever choose to rise above your circumstances, they'll call you crazy. If you choose discipline over distraction, they'll call you obsessed. If you choose truth over comfort, they'll call you arrogant. If you choose greatness over acceptance, they'll say you've changed. But let them talk. You're not here to be understood. You're here to win. Winning doesn't apologize. It doesn't explain itself. It just happens, loudly, publicly, undeniably, while everyone else was still thinking about it. You must understand something very clearly. The world does not reward potential. It rewards results. Your old self will beg you to take it easy, to slow down, to stay in the comfort zone. Kill that version. That's not you anymore. You're not who you were. You're not your past mistakes. You're not your parents' opinions. You're not your friends' limitations. You are the product of war. The war between who you are and who you could be. And the only way to win is to stop playing defense. Stop being passive. Start creating. Start attacking. Start becoming something no one saw coming. Because while they sleep in, scroll endlessly, complain, and point fingers, you will be sharpening your weapon. Your mind. Your habits. Your routines. Your focus. This isn't motivation. This is your new religion. People will try to box you in with their small thinking. Let them. Boxes are for products. You're not a product, you're a storm. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand out, shatter limits, and write a story so powerful that even your doubters have to respect it. Let me say this clearly. You will lose people. When you evolve, some friends will fall away. When you demand more of yourself, others will feel uncomfortable. When you start living with purpose, the crowd will say you're distant, different, too focused. Good. You were never meant to stay small to make them feel big. This journey will require isolation. It will require sacrifices. Late nights, early mornings, quiet rooms, loud thoughts, loneliness, discipline, reflection, hunger. But all of it, every single moment, is sharpening you. Pain doesn't break you. It builds you. You've spent too long being told you're just like everyone else. You've swallowed too many lies from people who gave up on their dreams. Let me ask you something. Have those people earned the right to shape your future? No. Because you know what they don't? That you've already decided. That you're not going back. That you're all in and it's personal now. You don't want a little improvement. You want transformation. This isn't a game anymore. This is your life. And you only get one shot at it. There is no second version of you waiting in another timeline. No rerun. No do-over. No one else is coming to save you. Everything you want begins the moment you decide to become dangerous. Dangerous doesn't mean violent. It means powerful. Powerful in your thinking. Powerful in your actions. Powerful in your silence. Powerful in your identity. You're done being reactive. Now you're going on the offensive. You're done following. Now you lead. You're done being a background character in your own story. From here on out, you're the main event. The world will test you. You'll lose. You'll doubt it. You'll fall face first into the dirt. And that's where most people stay. But you'll rise again. You'll adapt. Evolve. Strike harder. Because you weren't built to crumble. You were built to conquer. Every time life pushes you down, it's giving you a choice. Stay down. Or get up stronger. Pain is your invitation. Discomfort is your teacher. Failure is your fuel. Burn it. Use it. Let it ignite the hunger inside you so fiercely that even fear steps back. Do you want to know the truth about mastery? It's not talent. It's not natural gifts. It's not luck. It's obsession. Relentless, all-consuming obsession with your mission. The best in the world aren't balanced. They're committed. They don't dabble. They go all in. While others chase distractions, you'll chase depth. While others avoid pain, you'll embrace it. While others seek attention, you'll build skill in silence. Until the world can no longer ignore you. You don't get the crown without the chaos. You don't get the title without the trials. And you don't become unstoppable without first becoming uncomfortable. Do you want greatness? Then you have to want the suffering that comes with it. The boring reps, the lonely hours, the failures, the judgment, the isolation. Want it, eat it. Because everything you want sits on the other side of that pain. There's one more thing they won't tell you. You'll have to die 1,000 times. Your ego will be shattered. Your pride will be tested. Your old habits will fight to survive. But through every death, a new you is born, reborn, stronger, colder, focused. That's what evolution looks like. You don't add to yourself. You strip away everything that isn't real. You don't need motivation. You need a mission. You need a reason to wake up with fire in your chest and purpose in your eyes. And once you lock into that reason, the world better get out of your way. Let this be your war cry. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to dominate. You were not built to blend. You were not designed to follow. You were never meant to pass the ball. You are the striker. You are the egoist. And your time is now. This is it. The moment when most people give up. They've worked hard. They've sacrificed. They've even changed. But the results don't show up when they expected. The crowd is still silent. The recognition still hasn't come. And the doubt begins to creep back in. Was it worth it? Maybe I should have just stayed comfortable. Maybe I was foolish to think I was different. That's when the voice returns. The same voice that begged you to stay safe, to be liked, to shrink. But now you know better. You don't listen to that voice anymore. Because it's not yours. That voice belongs to the old you, the dead you, the forgotten you. And that version of you? It doesn't get a say anymore. Now you answer to something else. Something stronger. Something undeniable. Your mission. The mission is to build a life so powerful that your name echoes in rooms you've never entered. To write a legacy with every breath. To live in such a way that mediocrity burns in your presence. And that kind of mission, it doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't beg for validation. It doesn't ask for understanding. It just moves forward, through the storm, through the silence, through the setbacks, until one day, without warning, the world finally catches up. They'll say, I always knew he had it in him. I saw her potential from the beginning. I knew they'd make it. But you'll remember the truth. You'll remember how they doubted you, how they laughed, how they dismissed you as just another dreamer. And you'll smile, not out of spite, not out of arrogance, but because you know what they don't. You earned every inch of it. Do you want the truth about success? It's not glamorous. It's lonely. It's brutal. It's ruthless. It's built on nights no one sees, decisions no one applauds, sacrifices no one thanks you for. But that's exactly what makes it worth it. Because when you rise, you'll know you did it your way. No shortcuts. No excuses. No handouts. Just you. Your obsession. And a level of self-respect so high, it terrifies the average mind. You don't owe the world politeness. You owe it impact. You don't owe your past loyalty. You owe your future excellence. You don't owe your limitations obedience. You owe your potential total domination. There are two types of people. Those who accept the life they're given, and those who demand the life they deserve. You already know which one you are. That's why you're still listening. That's why you haven't quit. That's why you're burning with energy right now, ready to tear through everything holding you back. Because you don't want an easy life. You want the real one. The one that's earned. Fought for. Let this be the moment everything changes. Right here. Right now. Not next year. Not next month. Not when it's convenient. No. You're not waiting for motivation. You're not hoping for inspiration. You are the fire. You are the weapon. You are the storm. You are the egoist. From this day forward, you move differently. You speak with conviction. You walk with purpose. You train like your life depends on it, because it does. You let go of distractions. You eliminate softness. You declare war on every excuse that tries to pull you back into mediocrity. You will no longer beg for validation, apologize for your ambition, settle for the life others expect you to live. From this day forward, you create, you build, you rise, and you do it with the cold, silent, undeniable energy of someone who knows they're destined for more. You weren't born to chase. You were born to lead. You weren't made to pass the ball. You were made to take the shot and sink it. You weren't placed here to survive. You were placed here to dominate. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. Let them sleep. While they rest in comfort, you'll rise in the fire. While they seek ease, you'll seek evolution. While they blend in, you'll stand tall. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles and the world looks back, they won't remember you as a follower. They won't remember you as average. They won't remember you at all, unless you do something now that makes you unforgettable. This is your season of rebirth. This is your warpath. This is your legend. No more what if. No more regret. No more playing small. So rise, with fire in your chest, steel in your eyes, a crown in your mind, and an ego carved in gold. You are no longer the person who waits. You are the one who arrives. You are the striker. You are the creator. You are the destroyer. You are the force. And until the world says your name with reverence, do not stop. Rise, egoist. The throne is waiting.